Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Now I'm back again because I feel like I need to go in more depth of what I've just spoken about and why I'm a healer, and I use the tool tarot. And also at the back of the deck were signs and reminders. Yeah, you all get them, because you all are the same as me. Yeah, we all have this in us. Yeah, we all have it. Yeah, so to show this as a scientific fact, and I will, because you can Google it, right? Merkaba, or known, if it triggers a memory, and if you're not sure, Merkaba. Now, if you know what Merkaba is and you're interested in it, message me by writing the word Merkaba. Yeah? So, it is described as historic, spiritual and sacred geometry. And like I showed you before, there it is, right? There. Yeah? That is a fact. That is a scientific fact. So if you want to Google it, you're more than welcome. We all have this energetic field, right? It's within us, projects out of us, and it's there. From the ground upwards. This is why we have chakras. We all know what chakras are, don't we? And sometimes these chakras are blocked. And the reasons why they're blocked is their lessons, yeah? Because you put them lessons there to learn and to grow from. Then things become unblocked, yeah? So then you're open, yeah? You can't fake it either. The world will tell you that, and you'll get to that whatever time. Mine took years. Right, so Merkaba is described as historic, spiritual and sacred geometry. Traditions is a crystalline, it's your light body. Yeah, so when you're touching things, you're leaving that energy of you behind. When someone puts your jacket on, it still smells of that, of your mum or your boyfriend or whatever, because he's been wearing it and it's him, and you can still feel him, still sense him, yeah? Because he's been wearing it, right? So, then, right, also with your Merkaba also carries sound and stuff like this. But anyway, so this is where manifestation comes in. Now, if you are totally focused on one thing, then one thing is going to come in. If you're focused on a lot of things, and some of them being negative and positive, then all that's going to come in at once. Yeah? So all that's happening now, all at once. And it can overwhelm and confuse people. So that's what's happening now. So that's really why I'm like, fuck it, now it's time. So, rotating three-dimensional energy field that surrounds the human, where intention goes, energy flows. Intention, action, reality, that is your manifestation. You've brought it in to your 3D. But also, and that could be a good thing, like you've brought in your latest car that you wanted, or you've brought in a job that you wanted, or you've brought in something that you wanted to create, and you've created a t-shirt with your logo on it. Whatever it is, you've thought about it, it's a thought, you've acted on it, that's an action, and then you're believing in it because you believe in yourself. Yeah, that's the same as consciousness. You believe that you can do it. Yeah, that's consciousness. Yeah, you. Yeah, no airy fairy, no church, no person, no anyone. That was you. Yeah, other people like to take the badge because what you've done is amazing, and they want to take part of the credit for it. All good and well, if that person allows it. That's where boundaries come in, you see. Right. So, intention goes, energy flows, intention, action, reality, and manifestation. That is how you manifest. And at the end of the day, why aren't you loaded? Why aren't you living in a posh house and all that? Because I don't want it. So if I don't want it, I'm not going to aim for it, am I? Right? You know, why does she smoke a vape? Because I still enjoy a vape. You know, how hasn't she turned back time on her aging? Because you can't. It is what it is. If I could, I fucking would. Trust me. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is you are the manifester. You've just gone to places that your higher self knew would help you trigger. So for instance, when I was living in Norwich, I was shook awake. And then I had to go through that process of why. And that's where self-discovery comes in. Because that's why you're here, to discover about yourself. But if you're so busy blaming every fucker else for your mishaps, you're never going to see that it is actually you, and then you change situations, thought patterns, and then your life's completely different. But the thing is, I don't want a big mansion, and I don't want a fucking, a sports car, because I'm not about blowing my ego up. I'm about helping people heal and telling the truth. So, and if I can prevent any more vulnerable people, because I've been on the other end of that. I have, when I've been down and out and all the rest of it. And I've even been handed a packet of tarot cards when I was in Norwich. Yeah, so these are all signs and reminders of what I'm supposed to be doing as well along the way. But I didn't know this because I had to do the self-discovery thing. Yeah. So you have to do the self-discovery. You have to know where you come from, negative or positive. You have to know why. Yeah. And there's a lot of inner child growing and healing in that. Yeah. This is why I'm a healer, and this is why I've chosen to do this. Yeah. And this is why I've found that the internet is the wrong place. And I've found how many people have asked me for a reading, and how many people have asked me for this and that, and they know about my life, and just pulling on bits, because they know that most people are either heartbroken or miserable. And I think that is fucking shit. So I'm here to put things straight on many things, and that is also the truth about you, not the church, not a religion, not something they wanted you to think was outside of yourself. It was all inside of you, and I will prove it, and I will prove it. And my first ever showing is going to be at Emswell in the Lincolnshire area on Sunday, and it opens at 6 and finishes at 3. So I shall be there. I will be in the indoor bit, so I'll be easier to find. So if you're interested, I will give you the truth. And if you're interested in why I know these things, I will also give you the truth. And if you're interested in why I use tarot cards, that's because that's what it is, a tool to help people. Yeah, it's not me talking to ghosts and spirits and your grandma Edna. What's wrong?
No, it's really bored. It's nothing.
So at the end of the day, it's real. So I'll be there as well. So that's how I'm going to use the internet to advertise. Not to manipulate, to advertise what I do. So take care, everyone. And if you are interested, put a heart and put Merkaba on it. I say Kaba, it's easier. But if you want to know the actual truth and Google it, do that.